And welcome back to Let's Play E7 for the very last time. We are just outside the final bosses. We have a boss bonanza awaiting for us to end the game off, and I have gotten the ultimate equipment for everybody, and it is critical that you get it for everybody. You can probably guess why, but we will see in due time why we want everybody to be outfitted. I have maxed out my healing items. Obviously I could probably do without the Salamera and the Eco Extracts, but you know, just for having them. We do have two things to take care of before we go in, though. First and foremost, you probably noticed I have a pretty sizable amount of money here, so we are going to blow it all at the Zanzibar firm, getting the very expensive items that you can purchase from there. There is an achievement tied to buying everything from the Zanzibar firm, including items that you got elsewhere, so yeah, it's a little silly like that. I actually do want to buy a second battle bandana, and I want to equip that on Aisha over the blue jewel I had on her. The blue jewel was just there for a test run I was doing. We'll buy the clone statue. Knight's Crest I probably could have bought earlier and saved myself some trouble leveling everybody up. As you can see, everyone is at least level 60. Aisha, Krushi, and Elk are at level 61. Those two just because I use them the most off-screen. But Aisha and Krushi in particular, I'd like them to be at level 61. Adol is, of course, he's always in the party. He gets a lot of experience. He is at level 62. And that turned out to be pretty ideal. We're just buying all this junk here. Now here's the big one, the Airy Seal, the final artifact item you can get in the game. Well, I guess technically not the final, but definitely the one you're most likely to get last due to that hefty 1 million gold price tag, and we got it. Airy Seal, if you have it set as your active artifact, it increases the rate at which your extra gauge passively recharges. It does not increase the amount of EX points you get from using skills, just increases the passive regen speed. Still pretty good regardless. And here is a luminous rock. You do need to buy the luminous rock from here to get the achievement, even if you did already have it. Let's get that Airy Seal on. Let's head back to the Well of Souls End. I said there was one more thing to check out. This whole game, I never actually bothered to use the mirror item to see what it does, so real quick, let's just go check that out, see what effect it has. Hey, Mr. Doggy, we're just gonna mirror you real quick. And, okay, turns everything into grayscale. It's kind of like using Quicksilver in Devil May Cry 3, I guess, except tied to a limited use item. Whatever, I don't care. I just wanted to show that off. I've actually never bothered to use that item before, so that's my first time seeing what it does. Here, we, of course, meet up with Cius. We meet again, Cius, hopefully for the last time. So we've ended up in the primordial stew, so to speak. And we're determined to fight regardless. Says you. Haha, you pointed it out, Mishera. We're gonna buck that trend. You know, none of those Dragon Warriors were Adol, so I think you should wait and see just what he's capable of. You may be surprised to find out that he is quite capable when it comes to the satanic arts. And first Digital Devil Socket 2, and now this game. What the devilry have I been getting into? Yeah, you talk a big game, but talk is cheap. Come on, Cius, show us your swordplay. Laugh all you want. What are you, her brother? Perhaps he's just an attendant to the Iskin Elder. looks like he's ready to get down to brass tacks. And to show he means business this time, he exposes his bosom for us. But yes, this is the Knight of Despair, Cius, in the final encounter with him. This time it's a real fight. So it looks like to actually complete the ritual, they did need us to come here. Despite all you said, it does seem like, Tia does have a bit of empathy if, Cius is to be believed. Yeah, you keep saying that. But Cius, he is the real deal. He attacks quickly, aggressively, and powerfully. Fortunately, we are prepared for him, so he is quite similar to how he was when we fought him back in the throne room previously. I'm just going to, and get the Lunar Dragon Blade going. Get a nice ton of damage there. Check out the thousands popping up there. And we will hit him with pentagrams. Definitely going to want to get as many of those out as possible so that we can do big damage and get another extra skill, hopefully. Oop, whoa. Yeah, that he can shoot those projectiles out. Ooh, that lunging attack. Gotta be ready for that. It's a good opportunity to flash guard, though, if you back up and just let him stab you from the distance. Be careful when he does that slam the ground attack. It covers a pretty considerable distance. In general, Cius has excellent range, despite being just a swordsman. Oop, yeah, I wasn't paying attention there. I'm going to do my best to get through this without using healing items, because I want to save them for a later phase. Not this specific fight, but for a later part of the final bosses that we're going to be getting into. Hit him with another pentagram there. See that the final hit there does 2,000 damage. Excellent stuff there. It was very well worth it to get this all the way up to level 10. Additionally, I maxed out Aisha's Aqua Burst, which is going to be coming handy in a little bit. And we I also got... What's he doing here? Oh, here he stabs the ground. Just gotta be ready for that. And, oh, he's invincible while he was doing that. I was trying to hit him with the pentagram off of the flash guard I got there. I might have to tag Adol out if I want to get through this without using any healing items. Okay, we're getting there. Oop. Okay, yeah, gonna tag Adol out here. Nope, that was not good. Mistiming my flash guards all of a sudden. Here we go. Azure Destruction should do some pretty excellent damage to him. As you can see, he can be stunned, but he has quite a lot of stun health, so don't expect it to happen. Here we can just do Aqua Bursts here, and what the heck, let's get Cruci in. Of course, Cruci, all she can really do is get Dragon Blazes ready, but there's nothing wrong with that, really. And hit him with this, check out that. Ooh, wow, that was like, what, 7,000 damage right there? Yeah, for what it's worth, that Dragon Blaze, it is an extremely potent hit. Cruci, like in previous big fights, I have her running the Energy Orb so that she can just run around and get SP a lot more easily. Granted, if we can get our charge attacks in here and there, that would be nice. Oh, here he comes with the ground stab again. Oh, yeah, could not ground or guard it there. Let's just switch to Adol, get a few more hits in. There we go. Finish it off with an Earth Shaker. Been a very long time since I used that move. And we managed to get through it without burning through any of our healing items. The main reason I didn't want to is because I could technically resupply at this point. We don't get locked into the final encounters until the next step of the final battles. But I just felt like it would be bad for the video flow if I had to go back. And it looks like Cius, in his final moments, commends Adol. So are you guys saying that you were putting up a front? So, looks like, in the end, Cius was just putting up a front of villainy. Or perhaps at one point he was sincere, but eventually the kindness of the king, the princess, and even Adol wore him down. He still seems pretty confident in Tia, though. Regardless, Sius is dead and gone in a puff of light. Yeah, we've got to confront Tia. Hey, we won't get anything if we don't try. Yeah, no turning back. And yes, this is the absolute point of no return. Once you defeat Sius, you cannot go back at entering the following room. Or I should say, once you defeat Sius, this is your last chance to go back and do any preparations. And if he was beating you up pretty fiercely and you didn't have all the ultimate equipment, this would probably be a good time to go back for it. Fortunately, I took care of all of that off-screen. Such is the benefits of viewing this game via Let's Play rather than playing it yourself. Believe me, it is not fun to do the grinding for this. Ready as we'll ever be. To the origin of Altago. And here we go. It is endgame. But will we be able to defeat Tia? Hopefully, hopefully. Got a suitably fancy-looking arena for us at the end here. Alright, Tia. Let's do this. See, they've got these orbs here that seem to, be reflective of the different elements. Not quite the same coloration, though. Wonder if those runes encircling the area actually mean anything, or if they just made them up for this game. Yeah, man, you guys are raging fatalists. Yeah, well, you know what? Fate is meant to be fought, in my opinion. Guess this is a depository for the deaths brought about by Iskin fever, as well as the numerous disasters from Titanos to weather phenomena. Well, you never found out what happened when the Dragon Warrior succeeds. Seems awfully selfish when you put it out like that. Alright, let's do this. Ideally, this is our true final battle. Adol ever the nice guy, even in the end, he wants to save Tia from her duty. Truthfully, I feel like she's being kind of a little too resigned to her fate here, but hey, maybe if I was like her genuine friend, I'd see it more like Adol's way. That said, killing this root here sounds like a good idea also. And now, time to battle with Tia Luna. Maiden of Demise. And she is not on her own. One heck of a name there. Tia Luna Rem Iscalia. To her side, she has these familiars. You definitely want to take these guys out first before you go for Tia herself, as they can suck you in and make it much easier to get hit by her attacks. Watch out for those purple orbs that she fires. Those curse you, and believe me, nothing's more irritating than getting cursed and not being able to do your attacks. Oh. Okay, that got that guy. Now we're going to switch over to Aisha, and we can just easily pelt her with aqua bursts from a distance here. Actually, just get Catastrophe in real quick. Oh! That crit! Okay, well! This is supposed to be a much tougher fight, but also Crushi could just crit on Catastrophe and kill her in one hit. I have never seen that before, and I did not know you could do that. So yeah, Tia has a lot more attacks than that, but I kind of destroyed her in one shot. Don't worry, don't worry. This is a JRPG. You know it's not going to be that simple, right? Yes, fight is not over. You didn't think a boss we could one-shot would be the real final boss, would you? And believe me, there is no chance in heck you're one-shotting what's about to come up next. You might think that I was a little over-prepared for Cius and Tia Luna. You'd be right. But Roulende, on the other hand, every preparation you can make is required for this guy if you don't want to go insane. And why is that? Well, as you can see, the route of Altago has changed considerably here. Rul-Ende makes his appearance, and he is a big boy. As well, he seems to be layered. And with a shriek, so he's a personification of the imbalance in Altago. And now that Tia Luna has been defeated, Tia herself actually advocates for our victory, and we might have a shot here. But as you can see, with a shriek, a multi-tiered arena forms, and our party gets split up. And for the only time in the entire game, you have a party that does not have Adol in it. In fact, you form several parties here. 2 that contain your other party members, and 1 is Adol solo. We have to go through all of them. This is a really rude awakening if you were like me when you first played this game, and you realized that Crushi and Aisha were just the better party outright, and just stuck to using them, your other characters would be completely unprepared for this, and you would be up the creek trying to win this fight. I actually got roadblocked here on normal mode because I did not have anybody except Adol and Cruci and Aisha prepared, and this fight was just outright unwinnable with what I had on my other party members. Now, speaking of what I have on my party members here, Dogi, you've probably noticed, has the Crimson Jewel equipped so that he can... Yeah, take that out. We need to defeat these dragon heads to stun the boss, and that will make it vulnerable so we can deal damage to the big HP bar. And to that end, I want to save up Dogi's SP when we're close to taking these things out. They all have the same health bar, so you don't have to focus on hitting a particular one. And I want to nail the boss's core with multiple Grand Slams if I can. We also want to use Grand Slams as much as possible to get the extra gauge filled up much more quickly. Oof, was not paying attention there. When the heads slam, they have 3 attacks they can do at the moment. Well, 4, actually. They can send ice pillars at you like you've been seeing. They can shoot fireballs in a spread pattern at you. And they can laser the ground to create those exploding domes. Or they can go to the side and fire out a continuous stream across the arena. Of those 4 attacks I mentioned, the only one you can't hit them during is when they create the exploding bubbles. Looks like we have an extra skill ready to go, so once we stun the boss again, I'll be sure to hit him with that. Grand Slam is very nice because it deals good damage and it slows time so that we can hit these things with all that damage. Ooh, nice. 15,000 damage off of the extra skill there. But yes, it slows time a little bit so we can hit these things better. Oh! We want to hit him with even more Grand Slams here. With a Grand Slam, we can break the rush immediately and send him into the stun. I'm trying to go over my equipment here. Dogi has the Crimson Jewel, as you can see. Elk has a energy orb that I synthesized on so that he can generate more SP while running around. Mishera, I didn't really care too much about what she had, so I just equipped the Black Talisman on her to give her occasional damage nullification. Not really that helpful, but you know, it's there. As you can see, he got a new attack there where he creates those ice spires. Very annoying because they will freeze you if you run into them. When he opens his core like there without being stunned, that means he's gonna... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's just use this to keep Dogi from dying. Yeah, he fires out that tracking orb right there. Ew, he's mixing up those exploding bubble attacks and with the continuous burst laser. Let's hit this one with Grand Slam here. Oh, wow! Thank you, Mishera. I've never actually been able to hit all of them like that to get them all taken out at once like that. There we go. That's Dogi's phase of the battle done. I stick to Dogi there just because Grand Slam is easily the best move you have available for doing this. Does great damage and charges up the extra gauge. Now we are in Aisha's leg of the fight. This one is a little bit different, and honestly, I wish Dogi was here for this party. To actually deal appreciable damage to this guy, we can hit him at any time and do damage to his main health bar, but to actually deal appreciable damage to him, we need to stun him. And, oh man, oh geez, that was terrible. Oh no, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I am taking so much damage trying to explain this phase of the fight. Let's use up all our lower tier extracts here to get Aisha topped off. Now, to actually deal appreciable damage to him, we want to stun him. Once I have my extra gauge all the way maxed out, I want to use Tumble Arrow, since that is one of the best stunning moves that Aisha has at her disposal. Now, Cruci and Geis have probably better stunning moves that they could use, but they have to be at point blank to use them on Rul-Ende, and as you can probably imagine, based on what you're seeing here, that's not a very good idea. It is a very good way to take a ton of damage very, very quickly. Okay, so hit him with a few more tumble arrows. Probably would have done well to level this up all the way, but it is just so tedious to level up skills in this game. Cataract Blue also does good damage. There, we're stunned. We want to... Oh, what? I wanted to use Catastrophe there. For some reason, Cruci was in some considerable hit stun. There we go. Hit him with Catastrophe, do good damage there. Now we want to go back to using Aqua Burst so that we can charge up our extra gauge. There, you see, he can suck you in and try to do a strike once you're in close. Oh, couldn't dodge that. Yeah, those projectiles, kind of hard to dodge consistently. They kind of come out in a weird pattern. Okay, we're getting close to getting another... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, when he makes those tornadoes, it can actually be very... Yeah, you can also create those electric bursts. There's just so many ways to take a ton of damage in this fight. This, in my opinion, is easily the hardest leg of the Rul-Ende battle. He's got so many attacks that can just completely wipe out your health bar. Let's use up the rest of these. I'll also want to start using my incenses so that I can recover the entire party, make sure they stay active in battle. Ugh. I am doing so horrible here. This is not going nearly as clean as my other attempt at this fight was going. Alright, our extra gauge is maxed out again, so we will go back to tumble arrows. I am actually very lucky that Aisha pulled a dodge there. Okay. Almost. And with another catastrophe, let's just make sure this hits. Switch back to Aisha. And do some aqua bursts on the core here, make sure they actually hit the core. Alright, we're doing pretty good damage here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, don't let him suck you in there. That would not be good for your health, let me tell you. In this, once we're winding down at the end of the fight, he starts creating these electric barriers that move along, and you have to go through the open spot. I'm sure you've seen this in at least one video game before. Oh, just doing another electric burst there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's use the Varl incense. Adol, his final leg of the fight is solo, so just make sure to save your single target healing items for him. The incenses and stuff, that's perfectly fine to use on the earlier sections of the fight. Note that if you had to use any healing items, well, okay, I'm trying to think. When you die in this fight, it actually does checkpoint at the different phases, but it also remembers what healing items that you used previously. So if you used a bunch of healing items in the Dogi phase of the battle, you could be in a pretty bad situation where you wouldn't have any healing items to heal yourself in this much tougher phase, so be careful about that. You know what? Let's just use these extracts preemptively. Okay, getting better at figuring out where that's going to be to dodge it. Okay, another catastrophe here. Hopefully this one takes him out. Yes, there we go. Alright, that is Phase 2. Easily the worst phase of Roulende in my opinion, as you can tell by all the damage that I was eating. I'm not good at that phase at all. Now, Adol's phase of the battle, this section of the battle is divided into two phases. We've got these little laser sentries around Rul-Ende, and we need to take them out. Adol has the battle bandana so that he can generate SP much more quickly to get out more pentagrams, and we just want to go in a circle, hitting all these things, taking them out little by little. Every time... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I got pinned there into the laser. That was pretty ugly. You can also slam the ground and create those little shock waves. Oh, whoa, no, curse, that's ugly. Not good, not good. Here is another attack you can do. This one's pretty easy to dodge so long as you're not being careless. Of course, I got hit right at the end there. And here comes his final attack where he does this rotating laser attack. Pretty easy to dodge if you're in proper positioning for avoiding it. Okay. I can probably take another hit, and then I'll want to use one of the extracts to heal myself up. So hopefully I can avoid having to use that too early. Oof. Man, that laser is actually pretty scary. I don't want to get caught in that. That would just shred my health bar in no time flat. If you want to, you can try flash firing those things. Oh, let's just take this thing out. It stuns him. No. Do I have Panacea? No, of course not. Yeah, I hate the cursed status ailment. So annoying. Come on, wear off. Maybe I should have gotten some Panaceas. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, getting a little careless there. Alright, let's use a Striga extract to get 1,000 HP back. Oh, whoa, whoa. I misread which way he was going to be going there. Sometimes that happens. Alright. You may have noticed that with the Airy Seal, we aren't getting our extra skills too much faster, but, you know, every little bit helps. I should be able to take this guy out now. Yes, there we go. And let's just start whacking this guy with charge attacks. Yeah, when there are less of these laser sentries, they start shooting out the lasers much more quickly. We want to save our extra skill, because once we take out this last sentry, we're going to enter a different phase of the battle. Oop. Come on, just one more pentagram. Yes! There we go. Now we are in phase 2 of Rul-Ende Final. Once the laser sentries have been taken out, he's going to uproot himself. Looks like he's got a big old core for us to whack also. Fortunately, we do not have to do anything to make this one exposed. He just can now... Okay, that's the first new attack he has. A lot of his attacks in this phase are actually pretty similar to the ones in the previous one, but that one where he creates the exploding... Oh, jeez. That was... yeah, that is exactly what we want our Elapex tracks for. Okay, yes, there we go. That is a very good attack to Flash Guard because of the simplistic timing. You get the extra skill in and do some really wonderful damage there. Alright, always use a pentagram once your SP is at full. Ah, man, I got a little careless there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he can shoot those bullets out now. I was trying really hard to get a Flash Guard so I could get a critical pentagram. But it didn't go exactly as I hoped. Those huge orbs, as you can see, when they reach a certain distance, they'll stop and they'll explode. Be careful. Oh, dear. Yeah, be careful of your positioning when you're within those. Okay. Let's, what am I doing here? I was running up to try and Flash Guard, and then I just kind of stopped thinking. Oh, well. Oh, dear. Ah, I was too slow to get through that opening. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't get a critical pentagram there. It's close, but no cigar. Didn't have enough SP. Alright, this time, yeah, he always summons up 3 of those, so just make sure you're not right in his face when he summons up the 3rd one. Here, he'll... Oh, man. Of course, I was standing in the... Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, I'm doing this fight horrible. I did this much better in my practice run. Okay, let's let these ones explode. Whoop. Okay. Hit him with another pentagram. That's getting us that much closer to another extra skill. I did find that without the Ares Charm, I was not able to get a second extra skill in this phase of the fight, so that is a distinction I'm noticing with the Ares Seal equipped. It would be a much more useful artifact if you could actually get it at a reasonable time. Didn't require 5 million gold to actually get. No, it's just 1 million, but you know, same difference. Hit him with a pentagram right off of the extra skill for some studly damage, and we've got this guy in the bag. Also, you probably noticed he has a stun gauge, but it does not go down it does not fill very quickly, and you probably noticed it's actually decreasing as the fight goes on, so yeah, good luck actually stunning this guy. Oh, he's rotating. If I can just keep ahead of that, and do a little bit of a juke there to try and throw you off. I was a little early on that, but couple love taps after that, and Roulende is defeated. And that was E7. Ah, boy, that was one heck of a journey. I did quite a bit of prep work for this game, doing a playthrough on hard mode, a playthrough on nightmare. I grinded for all the ultimate equipment twice to get this Let's Play ready. Definitely, it would have been nice if I could have done a little bit more, like maybe show off some more of the NPC dialogue, but I felt like it kind of bogs down the game a little bit, especially since I'm not the reading type. But I hope you enjoyed watching it, I hope you enjoyed that ending. Tugs at your heartstrings a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know if I'd say this is one of my absolute favorite action RPGs, but it's definitely one of the stronger ones I've ever played, and certainly leans closer to a true action game, a very fast, frenetic combat. I will say it definitely has some pronounced balancing issues. The party abilities, their support abilities, definitely imbalanced. I've been over this multiple times, but Aisha's and Krushi's slash Mustafa's just trump the other abilities. There's no reason not to keep them in the party at all time, and for a relatively short RPG, it's only around 20 hours, which by the standards of the genre, that's pretty quick. It's remarkably grindy in execution, and on the higher difficulties, you really want to do that grinding, because trying to take on those final bosses without the ultimate equipment is a severe headache. I do kind of worry I became a little over-leveled and made that a little less interesting, but again, the burden of trying to commentate the fights while I'm actually doing them, trying to explain everything and pay attention to what I'm getting hit by, that created more than enough error room for me to eat a ton of damage and show just why I did all those preparations. So Hopefully it wasn't too boring for you to watch, but yeah, just a very top-notch RPG. It was definitely it definitely worked out for taking the East series in a new direction, and it's what Falcom has stuck to for the series for a while. Later games that follow this model have reintroduced older mechanics such as platforming. Ys 8 brought back a jump button, likely because it was a PS4 game, and the more buttons on the controller allowed them to accommodate stuff like platforming better. Not sure how the Vita version was. I never checked that out. Actually, did that version even get released in the United States? Ooh, sorry, hiccup. Did that version even get released in the United States? Something for me to look at later, don't worry. But yeah, I sincerely hope for those who actually watch the whole thing through, this is a relatively entertaining run of the game. Certainly I hope it wasn't one that you felt wasted your time and gave a good amount of maybe a good sense of actually experiencing it for yourself. I myself, I enjoyed recording quite a bit, although I will admit the low view counts on the videos and the additional prep work I had to do off screen did make it feel a little less satisfying at points, but I'm glad that I got to the end of it. I really enjoyed the ending, and I felt I did well at many parts, and hopefully this is a Let's Play that if you ever feel like tackling the game yourself, getting all the achievements, hey, maybe you can consult this and see if anything I did helps you along the way. Following what I did, you should probably get most of the achievements. Completing all the quests and stuff, that, you know, those are the obvious ones, and getting all the ultimate equipment. They're pretty straightforward achievements. They don't have as many silly ones like the earlier Ys games like Oath and Felghana. I say that was like a 2006 game, but, you know, remake of an earlier game. That one, Ys Origin, there's a couple of silly achievements in there, but yeah, that was Ys 7. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time, where I will be playing Daikatana. See you then.